when a fake HOA cop smashed our mailman's skull with a metal bat right in front of our home. The whole street froze in terror. But he didn't know the mailman he attacked wasn't just delivering letters. He was delivering evidence. And that single swing sealed the fake officer's fate forever. I can still hear the sound. That sickening metallic crack that tore through our peaceful neighborhood like lightning. Carter, our mailman, had barely stepped out his truck when a man in a black tactical vest stormed toward him. The vest read HOA cop, bold and official, but nothing about him felt real. The uniform looked like a cheap imitation, the kind someone buys online to feel powerful. Carter raised a hand politely. "Sir, can I help you?" The fake officer didn't speak. He just swung. A silver metal bat sliced through the air and smashed straight into Carter's head. Letters exploded everywhere. Bills, flyers, envelopes twirling like white sparks. Carter dropped instantly, curling on the asphalt. Neighbors screamed. Someone dropped groceries. Kids froze mid-bike ride. The entire street went silent, except for the echo of that one brutal hit. I stood on my porch, paralyzed. I knew HOA officers could be strict, but this wasn't enforcement. This was madness. Then Carter's fingers twitched. He was alive barely. The fake cop stepped back, breathing hard, gripping the bat like he expected applause. "That's what happens," he growled. "When you deliver illegal structures without HOA approval." Illegal structures? He was talking nonsense. Mailmen don't deliver structures. That's when I knew this guy wasn't confused. He was delusional. I rushed toward Carter, but the fake cop raised the bat again. "Back up," he barked. This community iced under my authority. His voice cracked mid-sentence, as if even he didn't believe it. I pulled out my phone and hit record. The moment he saw the camera, panic flashed through his eyes. "Turn that off. HOA recordings require approval." "No, they don't," Mrs. Dwyer shouted from across the street. Doug from Real Security said someone's been impersonating HOA officers. The crowd searched. Phones lifted. People surrounded him like witnesses at an execution. The fake cop stumbled backward. Carter groaned. I knelt beside him as he whispered, "Check the van." Evidence. Don't let him take it. Evidence. What evidence was a mailman carrying? Before I could ask, the fake cop sprinted toward the mail truck. I yanked the door open, desperate to climb inside. "Hey, get away from that truck." I yelled, charging toward him. He swung the bat again, this time at me. The metal whooshed past my face. So close, I felt the wind of it. 3 neighbors tackled him from behind, pinning him toward pavement. The bat clattered across the road. Then sirens, loud, fuss, too fast for normal police. 2 black SUVs screeched around the corner. Federal agents jumped out with weapons drawn. Stepped back from the suspect. "Hands up!" The fake HOA cop froze and collapsed to his knees. He knew it was over. Agent scuffed him, ripped off his fake vest, and exposed a cheap costume underneath. No, nothing but plastic props. One agent bent toward me. "You recorded everything?" I nodded. He pointed to the mail van. "We need that footage and whatever Carter was carrying. He's part of an ongoing federal investigation." My stomach dropped. Investigation into what? The agent glanced at the fake officer, now crying on the ground. Into him and the people who hired him. The neighborhood went silent, and suddenly we realized something terrifying. This wasn't a random attack. This was just the beginning. The moment the fake HOA cop was dragged into the back of the federal SUV, the entire street transformed from chaos to absolute silence. Neighbors stood frozen, phones still recording, eyes locked on the agents as if waiting for someone to explain what we had all just witnessed. The illusion of a normal neighborhood had shattered. 2 agents rushed to Carter, lifting him carefully onto a stretcher. He was conscious, but barely. Blood stretched down his temple. Yet his eyes were determined, almost burning with purpose. This wasn't just about being attacked. He knew exactly what he had been targeted for. One agent handed me a card. "We'll need a full statement, and your footage will be entered into federal evidence. Do not share it publicly yet." That made me tense. What was he planning to do with Carter struck? Why was he digging through mail? The agent hesitated before answering. Because Carter intercepted something he wasn't supposed to see. My heart skipped. Intercepted what? The agent leaned in slightly. Packages. Multiple. All addressed to a vacant house in this neighborhood. All connected to a criminal group using fake HOA credentials to extort residents. Extort residents. How long has this been happening? Longer than you think. While we spoke, another team of agents opened Carter's mail truck. They pulled out a sealed envelope marked with red tape. The moment they saw the label, their expressions darkened. Yep, that's it. Hatchery to steal the evidence. The fake HOA cop in the SUV screamed, slamming his head against the glass. You don't know what you're doing. You think this stops anything? They're everywhere. His voice cracked into raw panic. His words sent a chill through the street. If you was telling the truth, who were they? The lead agent turned to all of us. Lock your doors. Don't answer to anyone claiming to be HOA enforcement unless they have state-issued ID. This group has already infiltrated several neighborhoods. A murmur of fear spread through the crowd. Mrs. Dwyer stepped forward, hands shaking. Are you telling us we've been living under a fake HOA? The agent didn't blink partially. Before we could ask more, Carter suddenly motioned weakly from the stretcher, calling me closer. I leaned in. Listen, he whispered, voice trembling but urgent. There's a list in the envelope. Names, addresses, payments. They read blackmailing half this neighborhood. Blackmailing them for what? I asked. Hez will load hard. For silence. That hit me like a punch. Silence? Were they covering up? The stretcher doors closed and Carter was rushed to the ambulance. Agents sealed the evidence into a black case and loaded it into their SUV. The entire neighborhood watched terrified as the vehicles pulled away. But before the last SUV left, the lead agent turned back toward me specifically. We're going to need you. You filmed everything. And the organization behind this doesn't go quietly. Be prepared for retaliation. That word retaliation made my stomach drop. I wasn't a cop. I wasn't a fighter. I was just a normal guy who happened to be standing outside at the wrong time. I went inside, locked every door, every window for hours. The neighborhood group chat exploded with panic. Some residents admitted they'd been threatened. Others confessed they'd been paying HOA fines to a burner account for months. None of it went Tony legitimate department. By sunset, fear had settled into every house like smoke. Nobody trusted the real HOA. Nobody trusted strangers. Nobody trusted knocks at the door. Then around 11 p.m., as I checked the window for the 10th time that hour, a shadow moved across mid-driveway. Slow, deliberate, not a neighbor, not an officer. A fist pounded me door. Open up, .my blood froze. The federal agents had warned me retaliation was coming and know it had arrived. If you want more insane HOA drama like this, hit that subscribe button because the next episode gets 7 darker.